Welcome to another one of my lives. So, I've got 3 cameras staring at me. How to feel like you've got your own TV show, seriously, or your own television network. Okay, so a bit of housekeeping. Just been plugging away, really. Okay, so pressing buttons. Can I move that? Yes, I can. Okay, so we're all just cruising along here. So what's been happening? I just had my head down this morning after a bit of rest. Got the aircon on today. Just catching up with myself. Really, the last 2 days have been way too hectic and way too hot over here. Although it will not get me started on modified weather and weather being changed and modified for different purposes, because we will be here forever and eternity. Okay, so what do I do on here? That green is not easy to see. Hello everybody on my TikTok channel. Yes, it's been a while. 2 days ago I did a live and I managed to check in with my moderator Ruby T and was very grateful that she popped on, so that's good. I gave her a message. So my TikTok account is quite eclectic, and I have been reposting really important messages about the interesting systems that we live in, as well as my art, as well as my AI art, and a lot of content here in Aotearoa about equality, etc. So the reason I'm saying that is because some of you won't know what on earth it is that I actually do. So here we are. What I do on these lives is connect to anybody that is open to me doing that, and I am hugely committed to helping people understand how compassionate inquiry can help you in your life, and how that opens up your intuition, and the reason for that being useful is we make better choices. So that's what I do in those lives. Over time you'll be able to see how I go about that. So being neurodivergent, I'm different. Being a medium, I'm different. Having all psychic senses, I'm different again, hence the teaching element to what I do. So the best thing that I can do is to demonstrate live in a live stream so that you can kind of get a feel for it, for how it works yourself. So that's me. So for those of you on TikTok, if you would like me to connect to you and work with you for a moment, just put a yes in the comment section. We'll go from there. I won't be having this filter again on TikTok simply because it is quite difficult to see the white writing on the very light green grass. So there we go. Right. Just in there. That's good. So it's fine. So again, if you would like me to connect with you in a live, just put yes in the comment section. Okay. Welcome to everybody on my Clapper account. Had a lovely first session the other day, so I'm going to continue with that. I've been on Facebook for a long time now, so my people on Facebook know how I roll and what I do. But if you're on Clapper and you're on TikTok, then just put a yes in the comment section. And I will connect with you and show you what I'm picking up in your life and around you. Obviously I filter that. These lives go all around the planet, so I do have some boundaries. And we'll go from there. So welcome to everybody that's joined. I thought the lights in the background with the baseball pitch would actually just help me relax a little bit instead of me hyper-focusing. So, what do I do when I connect? So I basically just get in the zone. Sometimes I'll do a general reading with the cards, but I'm steering away from the cards so much unless I'm teaching. Yeah. So I will just sit here and wait for people to say yes in the comments. And we'll take it from there. So where am I on the planet? I'm not quite sitting down at the bottom of the world now that I've left Otatahi Christchurch. So I'm back in the North Island now. Yeah. And it is a lot better for my health, I can tell you that much. Yeah. Okay. So for anybody, just press yes in the comment section and I will demonstrate what I do. So how long have I been doing this? So in 2004 I finally said to the person in China who's not Chinese, whatever you are going to teach me, you better do it now, because I'd had a horrible incident of sexual assault and I didn't want to go through that again, because I had the epiphany that something must have happened in my childhood to create this moment. So that is the basis of my work, especially with the compassionate inquiry and the healing work. Let's unlock what's in our limiting belief systems so that we can get on with our lives. So life doesn't have to be so difficult. Just position my chair here. So slowly got my new workspace under control. Moving into the new space with a broken leg was not ideal for anybody involved. It's pretty full on. So I've been playing catch up really. Okay, so who's going to say yes? Who is going to jump on my live and let me look into their lives, tell them what I'm picking up so that I can move on, show you what I do. So we've got a lot of people passing through there. So we've got Gary P926 joining on my Clipper. Who have we got in my TikTok? Lumen897, that's fine. So there we go. Gosh. People going in and out. Okay. So what I'll do, this seems to work. I was trying not to do this today, but let's do this. Let me get in the zone as I shuffle my cards, and I will just do a collective giving of message first. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we've got to shuffle again. That's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. This is part of me letting go, you see. I stopped worrying about the screens. They needed another shuffle. Okay, and they need to go up there. And I probably will swap my glasses for a minute. A little bit closer. Okay, so I don't have a set sequence with my cards. Because I have a different process of reading. So I've just grabbed out a whole handful. Now the first thing that comes to my brain is that we're dealing with a whole lot of blue colour. Now blue generally is communication, but it can also mean sadness and cold. So the reason I don't have a set routine with my cards is because Cook Islands is back on there again. Hello, welcome. I move the cards because I am quite kinesthetic and I am an empath and a super empath to boot. For me, it's all about the feeling of things. Okay, so what's interesting here is the house card is on the outside. I've subconsciously moved that away. Cards are showing me lots of ups and downs, quite a bit of turmoil, and the turmoil, if we're talking percentages, is greater and more than the happy times and chilling out. And being stuck in the same old story, because the house card on the right is actually lit up and it's all colourful. There's healthy movement in there, and there's a lot of energy in there, like it's buoyant. All the other cards on my left are kind of drab-like, and the one in the bottom corner is all about the vehicle, having the right vehicle to get on with it. Okay. So, what do I do with that? How does that help you? So we've got calmness in the middle of all that, but there are no answers, and there's a dominant energy controlling. And so you might not think you can get out of that, but you can. And I don't say that just because of the bird in the cage card and the cage is open. I'm saying that because my chariot card, my movement vehicle card, is right next to the domineering face. So what is it that you need to unlock so that you can get out? Now that was really cool, because one of my cards, these are cool cards. Hi Melissa. It's got a duck in the bath and the water's running out, and the duck is just sitting there. It's like my bird in the cage card. So what is it that you're afraid of experiencing when you actually set yourself free? So what I'm going to do, Charlotte, hi Mikey, is tune into Melissa for a second. Now that I've done that, why does it always take me doing a collective read here first? Okay, so when I get in the zone, I don't need these, but what I'm going to do is just connect into Melissa, who I've connected in with earlier in the week. So let's just go with. Okay, so Melissa, I have the love card, I've got the creative card, and that's quite an intense card because there's fire in there. I've got the death card, and I've got the nurturing card. I've got the new beginnings card. Okay, so as I reconnect with you and these cards from memory, and I don't remember exactly what you had, but these feel and look, I'm sensing quite different to what you had. So there's the death card, there's definitely some change. What I'm getting as I look at the card with the gong and the river and the rising of the sun, the heralding of new times, that you've actually instigated a change, and so I'm looking at you watching that. Now when I look at the creative card with the fire pit in it, you're invested, and I can feel that in my heart space. Okay, so it feels to me like, whether that's in your relationship, whether that's with you in your life in general, you are committed to watching this change go through its process. Like you're not backing down is what I'm feeling. And when I get pulled back to that death card, it feels like you are observing from a distance. You have learned how to step back a little bit and let things play out before you get stuck in and say anything. Okay, and I'm getting, and that's more of a spirit connection there, good on you, because I'm getting shown and told that you were you were too much in there trying to control everything all the time, and it wasn't working for anybody. And I say that because there's the word commitment again. You've managed to step back, and that is a commitment to letting things play out in a way that you might not think is good. You might judge it, or you might not think it's beneficial. But to get to that place of trust, of allowing everybody to make their own mistakes so that they have their own learning, is what leadership is all about. You can't do everything for everybody all the time. So, confirmation for me, my heart's all lit up that you are doing the right thing for you of that decision that you made, and other people will be coming on board to support you now because you've shown another level of leadership. Right? And interesting I say that because that's the maypole card with everybody around it. So that just, I don't know if you can see that, just confirms basically what I just said, which is you're gathering support. And I don't know if you intended that to happen when you started, but that is what's happening. And the card where I can see somebody looking through the grass to what they've planted, you know, I can see that grass growing. I can see you having to pull back more of the grass to see what's going on. So it's going to take a bit of time, but that's okay. You've worked it out for yourself. That's marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. Because then it is just about the planting the seeds and the asking the questions at the right time. And so you're not depleted, you're not exhausted, and you can actually enjoy moments, you know, without having to be the conductor and the orchestrator all the time. Yeah. And if that's got anything to do with finance as well, whatever the goal was will be reached, because I've just pulled out the card with the golden eggs, and that's been a long time coming, and that's nice because that goes with the love card as well. Okay, because that's got the golden egg underneath all the swans. Alright, so if you've had a little bit of doubt in the last week that what you've been doing might have been too much of a change or too much of a risk, I'm saying it's not. The risk that you made looks to me like it's paying off. And then I hear it's going to pay dividends. Yeah, and including in the financial sector as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with Melissa, and I'm going to come back over here. So anybody on my TikTok and anybody on my Clapper account, just say yes. Okay. Right. Melissa has just posted again. Thanks so much. I'm in 3 support groups and it's doing so well, so this makes a lot of sense. And I'm getting there with my family. Appreciate reassurance. That is lovely. That is nice. Very cool. Okay. So there we go. Now I'll let Melissa go. Okay, so anybody on my TikTok page, just write yes in the comment section. Anybody on my Clapper page, just write yes in the comment section, and I will connect with you and bring through a message. Awesome. If I can do that one minute, that is the difference of being on a laptop. Cool. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm running out of air in here. I have got the air conditioner on today. I do have the door shut when I'm in here. Okay. That might be it for the day. Might just leave it there. Okay. 1, 2,